Good morning, everyone. I hope you're all doing well, and I also hope you enjoy my really loud, clashing outfit today. Today, I'm going to do a workout that's going to be a little bit slower, a little bit on the easier side. So this would be a good recovery workout. It would be good for people just starting their fitness journey, and also for seniors. So what we're going to start out with, if you want to put on some of your music of your choosing to work out to, we're going to start with doing some shoulder rolls. Bring them almost all the way up to your ears and back down, forward, up, and back. As you're bringing them back, just squeeze those shoulder blades together all the way around, and then switch. Bring them up almost to the ears, and then back down. Squeeze those shoulder blades together and up and around. Start out a little slow, just getting things moving. Maybe switch directions again. Do this however feels most comfortable for you. This feels really good for me right now because I'm really tight in my trap muscles. It's where I hold a lot of my tension. So this is a good way to relieve that. And then we'll move right into neck circles, just gentle. Don't force it. And then then switch directions. Maybe alternate. When your chin is to your chest, go back the other direction. Chin to chest, back the other direction. This should also feel really good to the upper trapezius muscles. Stretch those out a little bit. If you're like me, you're hearing your neck creaking and cracking. And let's move into some arm circles. Arms straight out to the side and just circle forward. Picking it up a little bit. And switch directions. I like to switch it up pretty frequently, so switch back directions again. Maybe go a little faster. If you want to stay slow, that's fine too. You can make these exercises your own. Get the legs moving a little bit, so let's swing those legs. If you need a chair or a wall to hold on to for balance, that's fine. You will need a chair for this workout. So if you have your chair with you, just put your hand on the back of it, put your hand against the wall, and we're just going to swing the leg. Start with the right leg, swing back and forth, forward and back. Forward and back. And go to the left. And now back to the right, but swing it right to left in front of the left leg. Maybe go back behind. We're just getting things moving. Switch to the left leg, swing it in front of the right. And swing it behind the right. And I'm losing my balance here, I need a chair. And And now we're just gonna pick it up a little bit more. We're gonna just do a little shadow boxing here. So arms up and punch right to left, back and forth. Move the whole torso, not just your arms. Don't just do this. Move the whole torso. You can see my hips are turning. You can make this as hard or as easy as you want to. If you want to pick it up a little bit, you can go ahead and do that. If you want to keep it nice and easy and slow, that's fine. And, you know, maybe add some footwork, one side to the other side. If you want to stay right here, that's fine too. If you want to get those legs moving. Now, if you want to add a different punch, do an uppercut. Nice. Quick warm up here, just to get the blood flowing. Just a couple more, and we'll be ready to start our workout. And we're gonna start. All right, we're gonna start with wall push-ups. If you have a wall you can use, that's great. If you don't, if you have a nice sturdy chair, or if you have a chair that you can press up against the wall, that's good too. Just make sure if you're gonna use the back of the chair for this, that it's not gonna slip out from underneath you, because I don't want anybody to get injured. So we're gonna do wall push-ups, and you want to remember all the basics from floor push-ups. If you want to go back and watch the floor push-up video, basement basics video, that's fine. But you want to keep your core engaged. If you want a wider base of support, that's fine. You can widen your legs hip width apart, or you can keep them together. Either way is fine. And the further out your legs are, the harder it's going to be. So just put your hands up against the wall, about shoulder width apart and about at shoulder height. And you're just gonna push, just lean into the wall and then push back. Lean into the wall and push back. So let's see if we can do 10 of these. And remember to keep your torso straight, keep that pelvis tucked to keep your abs engaged. And I've lost count. I think I'm at 5 or 6. Let's go 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. So now we're going to get the legs involved a little bit. This is where your chair really comes in handy if you didn't use it for the wall push-ups. So we're going to do some chair squats. Again, if you want to go back and watch the squat video, you can go ahead and do that. But the basics are going to be the same. Keep your feet hip width apart. Weight is going to be in the heel of your foot, and arms out in front of you for stability and balance. And you're just going to stick your butt out and sit in the chair. And back up. Back down and up. And don't just like sit in the chair, sit back. You're just kind of touching your glutes to the chair. And try not to use a rocking motion to get back up. Use those legs. Four more. 8, 9, and 10. All right, nice job. Now, we're gonna get the arms back into this. If you have a couple of small weights, you can go ahead and grab those. We're gonna work the deltoid muscles. So we're gonna start, and you can sit for this as well if you'd like. But standing or sitting, doesn't matter. The motion is the same. You're gonna go straight up with your arms Swing them out in front of you and back down. And up in front of you, out to the side, and back down. Now, let's do that. If you want to pick it up a little bit, you can. If you want to do more, that's fine. If you want to keep it nice and slow, you can do that too. Make these workouts your own. Make them work for you. And one more. And okay, that's good. Now we're going to work a little bit on our balance. If you need the wall, if you need the back of the chair, go ahead and do that. But we're going to start with kicking forward. So just bring your knee up and kick it out. And back down. Knee forward, kick it out, and back down. And switch to the other leg. Knee forward, kick it out, and back down. Knee up, kick it out, and back down. And switch to the other leg. And just go back and forth. And we're going to go straight from this. We're going to kick it out and forward, and then we're going to reach it and kick out and back. Up and forward, out and back. Now switch to the other leg. Forward and back. Forward and back. Go back as far as you can. You don't have to, you don't have to be out here. Go, if all you can do is go here. If you want to touch your toe to the floor for a little bit more stability too, you can do that. You can kick it forward and touch your foot to the floor in the back. Switch to the other leg. And let's do a couple more of these. Switch to the other leg. And back. All right, now we're going to go to the floor and we're going to work a little bit on our core stability. We're going to get into a tabletop position, arms or hands shoulder width apart, just right underneath the shoulders. Same with the knees hip width apart, right underneath the hips. And what we're going to do is lift up your right leg, put it straight back. Try not to collapse into that left side. Keep everything, try to keep the weight equal in all the rest of the points here. And hold it, and good. Now let's do the other side. And good. If you want to, so we're going to do it again. If you need to touch your toe to the floor when your leg is out, that's totally fine. Just engage your entire leg while you're doing it. So tighten up that quad, tighten up those hamstrings, just to make sure that you're actually working the leg. You're not just collapsing into the toe. And back to the other side. And now we're going to go back to the right leg. And now, if you can, and again, if you want to put your toe to the floor, that's fine. Right leg, and then we're going to lift the left arm and put it out straight in front of us. Like I said, if you need a little bit more stability, just put your toe on the ground. And switch to the other side. Left leg out, right arm forward. switch to the other side, and we're gonna do a little bit extra here. So right leg out, left arm forward, and now bring both in so that your right knee and your left elbow touch, and back out. Now if this is too much, just go ahead and just go alternate lifting. But otherwise, arm out, leg out, bring them together and touch. And we'll do that twice more. Touch. One more time. And now switch to the other side. Left leg out, right arm forward. And bring the left knee and the right elbow together. And back out. Three more times, you can do it. Engage that core when you bring the knee and the elbow together. All right. And that was some good stability work, some good core work. And I'm gonna have to take a moment and check my had to check my thing there for a second because I actually forgot what I was doing next. So from here we're gonna get on our side and we're just gonna do some leg lifts. If you have a resistance band that you can put around your ankles, that's great. If not, we're just gonna go ahead and lift the right leg. Do 10 of these. 9 and 10. And now we're going to put our right leg behind the left, and we're going to lift the left leg up. If you want a little bit more difficulty in this, you can do it from the side plank. You can just rest on your elbow, lift up your hips, and do it from there. Otherwise, just stay on the ground. And switch over to the other side. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And put the right leg, or the left leg behind the right, and lift the right leg up. Work those adductors and abductors. And that is our workout. Now we're just gonna do a few stretches just to loosen things up. And we're gonna start with our chest. So you want your arm, you want it straight, 90 degrees, forearm on the wall, and just press forward. You should feel a nice stretch right through here. And switch to the other side. And we're just going to stretch out those triceps. If you want to sit down for these stretches, that's fine too. These arm stretches. So you're just putting your hand down the middle of your back as far as you can, and then gently pulling to the opposite side with the other hand. You should feel a nice stretch right in your tricep. And we're going to do our posterior delt. So you just want to take your arms straight, right across your chest, and gently pull back with your opposite hand, opposite arm. And switch to the other side. And now we're going to use our chair again. Sit on the edge of the chair. Put your left ankle or your right ankle on your left knee. You'll have like a figure 4 here. And if this is as far as you can go, that's totally fine. Keep the other foot on the floor, but then lean forward into it, and you should feel a nice stretch in your glute. Flex that foot, the foot that's on top. That'll help you get a deeper stretch. And switch it to the other side. And now we're going to get on the floor for a little child's pose. You can do this with your knees together or knees apart. It's totally fine either way. So we're just going to lean down, put your forehead to the floor, arms straight out in front of you, and just relax into it and breathe deeply into your back. And it's a wonderful back stretch for the mid back. If you want to get the sides, you can go like a body's width to one side. Stretch out those obliques. And switch it over to the other side. And last but not least, we're gonna do a nice twist. So sit down in either cross-legged position, or you can have your legs out straight in front of you. Either way is fine. And what you're gonna do is just put your one hand on the opposite thigh and just gently turn around and look towards the back. You don't have to like wrench it and try as hard as you can. Just gently brace yourself a little bit with your other hand, so that my right hand behind me. And go, you know, if you can only go to here, that's fine. If you can make it all the way back, that's fine too. It's whatever you need to do for your body. Just remember to stay up straight. Don't collapse. Don't collapse into it. Body straight up. Spine nice and straight. And that's our workout for today. I hope you all enjoyed it. Sorry for the slight technical difficulties I had there for a second. The technical difficulties with my brain. We're working on 41 days now in social distancing, isolation, whatever you want to call it. So things are a little bit, even though I practice these before I do them on camera, sometimes you forget what you're doing. So I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, share this video, subscribe, don't miss a video. I'll have another one coming up on Wednesday. So happy workouts.